You know the vibes. It's your favorite couple again. Your best duo.
Yeah, man.
We're out here and we're out here to give you the words of healing. You know what I'm saying? As you know, it's global bugs. You know what I'm saying?
And it's Lady Coco over here.
Active. You're tuned in and you're locked into the global experience on the Love Doctor channel, featuring the Love Doctress. You know what I'm saying?
And the
Get
love
to know.
doctor.
Huh?
The doctor.
Doctress.
Yes.
Yes. So get to know. You know what I'm saying? So, as you all know, it's all about our experiences. That's what we are sharing here. So, you don't have to take our experience and go and use to live your life. Just take the fruits and the foods of what you can and do your own thing.
Yeah, and just apply what applies to you, what resonates, take it with you. If it don't resonate, leave it here in peace.
If it doesn't, leave it with me I like it. Me, I like it. Welcome to episode 5445.
Yeah.
Active. And today we bring you nothing but knowledge, wisdom,
Gems.
serious gems. If it's not for you, leave it. Leave it here. We'll keep our own gems.
That's all.
I know what to do with my diamonds. If you don't know what to do with the diamond, it's not for you. Go and find a different type of gem. You understand? But that's what we're doing today. And today we're going to be having a lovely conversation as always. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be talking about understanding. To understand. What it's like to understand. What is the word understanding? What is the word understand? To understand. It goes, most of these words are just simple words, but they always have deeper meanings, a deeper understanding to it. You understand? So, by our life's experience, we've been able to dissect and digest these words into our lives and sharing our opinions. Hopefully, it gives you an update you need that you can, take it on
into your life. And if not, it's okay. We love to have discussions in the comments below just so we can get your ideas and your perspectives on it as well. So yeah, this is a community and we're all here is to teach each other.
The global experience. Make sure you're locked in. You know what I'm saying? Don't leave this channel or don't leave this podcast. Listen to the full episode is done because there's too much wisdom coming out. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So I see you have the book again.
I do have my book, my handy dandy.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you guys. Every time you see this book, y'all gotta run.
I'm even matching it today.
You know what I'm saying?
It shows the seriousness.
Green sage.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She did say green. Me too. I did my black. Don't test me. I'm the book of life. Anyway, yeah. So let's dive in straight into the word, into the wisdom. What is understanding to you? Hey, I forgot to. She's my therapist though, so she's supposed to ask me. But yeah, what is understanding to you? Well, how do you see understanding? What is understanding in the first place?
Well, you just gotta break it into parts.
Yeah, it needs to be dissected.
Yeah, because understanding is like a very heavy word when you really deep it.
Yeah.
In terms of to understand something is to have a level of an acceptance and also a level of knowledge to, in order for you to be able to move forward.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah.
So like even in understanding, other people, making sure that you feel understood and how that would look like, it can all differ, but it all kind of centers in around communication, openness, of willing to hear the other side that may be differs from yours.
Yeah.
And also like in the spiritual side as well, to understand there's like another whole layer to it in terms of understanding on who you are, understanding what this life represents. There's a whole big levels to it.
Yeah, that's very true. Understanding is It's broad. It goes deep. It goes deep. There's so many layers into understanding. But I would say maybe like the basic understanding that almost everybody at least knows is basically unlocking the truth behind a mystery. You know what I'm saying? Like once you're able to unlock that truth in whatever is mysterious to you or whatever you're trying to get knowledge of or understanding on, you understand the situation.
Yeah.
Once you unlock the mystery, you now understand it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So really and truly, I see understanding to basically connecting the dots. You gotta connect the dots, and then once it resonates, you're like, okay, now you understand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then it comes differently in a different layer in friendships, in relationships, in our everyday life. Because sometimes you're gonna have to understand who you're staying with. You're gonna have to understand who your partner is, and that goes beyond just conversations and communications. You have to get a whole lot of, or you have to acquire a whole lot of wisdom to be able to understand fully and truly, because you can never finish understanding, just like the way you can never finish learning. Once there's always something to learn, there's something else to understand. So you just keep opening up, as you said,
Yeah.
and that's the way forward. Like, but understanding, as much as it be simple, it be difficult too.
It is.
It be difficult. Some people just don't know how to understand.
Yeah.
Some people just don't know how to understand, and I feel like the reason why people struggle to understand is because they just don't know how to understand. It's not. Sometimes they're holding themselves from. Let me give a scenario, like in an argument. The reason why one party is not understanding is because they haven't just stepped to the other party's side to view it. That's the only. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So once you're able to leave your space and go to someone, whoever you're having an argument with, to see or to get the view how it looks like from that side, you get a little bit of the bitter truth. And sometimes people even are able to view from where the opposite person is viewing from, but they're just stubborn.
Yes.
They just don't want to accept it.
Yes.
They just don't want to accept it.
That's actually a very hard truth for some people in terms of not being open, because it's all due to pride. It's all due to the ego, in the sense of like using your same scenario, that if someone is in an argument, they refuse, like they see the point, but they just are still very stubborn in terms of holding their side of their point of view. Like, what is the reason as to be so hard on your point? Because at the end of the day, when you always have to remember, and I say this in general when it comes to relationships with people, with your partner, or even with yourself, that at the end of the day, in arguments, it's not you versus the person versus the problem.
Yeah.
It's you and the person versus the problem.
Perfecto.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way for you to be able to
solve the mystery.
You already solved half the mystery, where you understand, like, if there's due to any misconceptions, due to an argument, due to unclarity.
Yeah.
As long as you know that at the end of the day, it's the problem that guys are just trying to understand where the opposing views is coming from, and it's not an attack on you and your character or your views, you're fine. You just gotta, find that.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie, but what you said is very, it's exactly how it is.
Yeah.
Especially in a relationship, if you're trying to solve an argument, it needs to be both of you against the argument. That's how you're gonna win. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, yeah, man. Big up. But I want to big up someone though. I want to big up Whiskey. I need to play that song. It's just the intro.
Yeah.
It's just the intro on the song. I'm gonna fast forward this side so these people don't get the updates.
Oh yeah.
Listen to the beginning.
You see this life thing, it's all about
said, you see this life thing here, it's all about understanding, bro. You just go understand. And that's literally.
Big ups to WizKid.
I'm not even gonna play this again, but like,
Big ups.
you know, the first few seconds, just those few words that was said in that song is so deep.
Yeah.
You see this life thing here is all about understanding, because that is what this life is about.
That's all it is.
Literally, because once you have understanding to a situation or to a problem or to a mystery, it's solved.
Yeah. Half of
No,
it's already done.
the only reason why there's a whole lot of commotion going on is because people don't understand each other.
Yeah.
People don't understand each other. From when you get to understand the situation, it's solved. One thing is, you can know something, like intellectual, you can know something, you know, you can know something, but to fully understand the situation or the word, you need to go beyond logic into intuition. You know what I'm saying? That is when you will now understand.
Yeah.
Because you can know a situation, you know, you can know, okay, cool, these two people are arguing, and he probably always raises the argument, or he's probably, you haven't analyzed it, but just by seeing the situation, you assume you know what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when you go deep down and the understanding sets in, when it gets underneath the logic, and then it gets to the intuition, your spirit will give you the whole update that, yo, this is what it is.
Yeah. And then to keep in mind too, like, not every fact is a truth, bro.
Yep.
No fact is the truth.
Yeah, man.
So,
Not every fact is the truth. That's for real.
So even to kind of cater even to the scenario still, is just like, you're presenting is your side of the story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like, it's what's true to you is going to be true to you.
Yep.
But that's why it's always important to see that there's one side, there's your side, and then there's the truth.
Yeah.
Like, there's a whole truth.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And just a matter of just kind of picking out those pieces that kind of aligns to the actual truth in order for you to be able to kind of solve the issue at hand.
Yeah.
And that's just in the case of the, for the argument's sake.
Yeah.
Because I understand, like, because again, us being a couple as well, it does add another layer to be able to kind of showcase to the audience too, in terms of the importance of that level of understanding, especially when it comes to arguments, because way too often than not, that a lot of arguments usually comes from is just miscommunication.
That's literally it.
You know, and once you kind of come to that conclusion, like, oh yeah, it's just due to miscommunication, it's important to kind of remove yourself from the feeling of it personally. Like, it's important to, like, the way you described in terms of putting yourself in the other person's shoes. Better yet, I'll even say take both yourselves out from the situation. Be an observer in terms of, instead of being a participant.
Yeah.
View things from the whole side, without your ego, without your emotions, and without your feelings in it. Just view it as such, and you will be able to get the update.
Pastor, yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. And yeah, man. Right on point. You see, usually when people, I don't really want to tie this conversation about relationships and all, but like sometimes when it's flowing, you gotta let it flow. Like when relationships, whenever there's a miscommunication, whenever there's a miscommunication in a relationship, all that needs to be solved is understanding. You just need to understand whatever the problem or the issue is. Once there's understanding, mystery solved. And like, understanding goes really deep, because sometimes one can understand a situation in an argument and decide not to even understand it because they just don't want to be wrong, you know? And that's what my wife is saying, that you need to drop the ego, man. Once you drop the ego and you both are egoless and you're standing in one place viewing the problem, you're never gonna solve you're gonna solve the mystery. Because most often it's not that deep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Most often it's not that deep. If you hear what some couples be arguing over, yeah, oh my days. All you need is understanding. Oh well, oh well, oh well, oh well. That's why we are here.
That's why we're
We
here.
feed the knowledge, we feed what we have, our life experience, and then we take the gems and the fruits. But I think understanding needs to be a separate topic in school. And they need to teach about understanding. They need to teach people how to be disciplined. They need to teach people growth. They need to teach these words deeper than what they actually are. Because the words go very deep.
Yeah.
You understand? But just the English definition doesn't give you the breakdown or the understanding to the word. You know what I'm saying? That's why, as I said, you can know something, you can intellectually know something, but to understand it, it has to sit in and go beyond logic, and like stay with your intuitions. That is how you understand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how you understand, though.
And just to kind of even piggyback off of that, like, to be able to truly, like, especially when it comes to the intuition side, that is also very pivot. Like, it's very important to also lean into your intuition, because it's your most powerful gift that we've ever been bestowed in terms of the art of being able to understand yourself.
Yes.
And once you understand yourself, you're able to trust yourself. You're able to know how to move forward, because all you got is yourself. I think what's important that I would want our audience to know, or to be able to kind of take away from, is, who are you? Have you sat down and really with yourself to really say, like, this is me, without the labels, without your beliefs, especially if they're despondent about yourself. Like, who are you without all of these crazy labels?
Who are you without the outside?
You know what I'm saying? And then who will you become once you're just free from it?
Yeah.
And then once you kind of come to that level of understanding where
you know who you are.
Listen, can nobody tell you hot damn anything?
Yeah. Listen, the most powerful thing, or the most powerful, I like to say force, the most powerful force. There are a lot of forces, but everything begins with yourself. If you, Charlie, I don't know how people are moving, but they don't even know who they are. You know what I'm saying? There was a time in my life where I was moving so fast, thinking I really knew who I was, but I was lost in the source. So I'm saying, regardless of how you see the situation, if you don't know who you are, you will be reminded. Yes, oh, you will be reminded.
Can you highlight a moment where you got that reminder?
Oh, you'll be reminded. Anyway, anyhow. Like, the reminder will set in. It will be a situation, but you will get reminders. You know what I'm saying? You will get reminders. You will get something that will just make you sit down. Deep life. Deep life on a deeper level, to get an understanding.
Yes.
And once you connect the dots and solve the mystery behind whatever, that's when you get understanding and you begin to know that, okay, you know what I'm saying? Certain people are there, right? They get to know themselves before they now get to learn the stuff that they are allergic to, stuff that they're not supposed to be doing and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had to see signs of basically the outcome of when they basically eat this fruit. That's why they got this. Do you understand what I'm saying?
So they had to kind of learn as they go.
You go learn. You learn. But if you're learning, and once you encounter that, okay, you're allergic to strawberries. If you keep eating strawberries, you're going to see the reason why you're allergic to strawberries. You understand what I'm saying? So as you're going, you'll be reminded of who you are. If you keep forgetting, or if you keep ignoring who you are, you will get to know the reason why. You need to know who you are.
I feel
You understand what I'm saying?
So, like, in terms of like
Yeah.
situations could arise where it will put you in a position where, like, you gotta kind of come out of it. Like, what's kind of coming to me right now is David and Goliath. That is like a situation that occurred where, like, listen, we have a average man to us
Versus the Giants.
versus a giant.
Yeah.
Like, in circumstances where it's supposed to garnish a sense of, like, you know,
Fear or
real
whatever.
fear and everything like that, is where true power comes in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially when you're confronted by a real life obstacle.
Yeah.
And he was the underdog and he came up out of it. But
Yeah.
again, as what you were saying, in terms of that is a sense of a reminder, like, regardless of all the odds that are being presented to you, remember who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do anything you put your mind to. Whenever you are being led or wherever you're being called, lead into it. Trust your intuition, trust yourself, and allow yourself to be guided. Because, listen, what's for you will always be for you. You ain't gotta stress, you ain't never gotta worry. And to have that level of understanding, to know that, it's very important.
You need to know who you truly are, just so you can be able to possess the powers you possess. You know, so you can be able to show action when action is needed. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I think that it will be very good if we're able to break down personality and possession into another video, because otherwise we're gonna be good. Guys, we'll run away from understanding and take you all the way to
We will.
understanding.
We will. Because I have a whole thing. Like, I think I told you,
Yeah.
like, when I was doing the Divine Soul Food, I literally have
You get updates.
I have everything written out.
Nice
I
one.
just didn't.
Nice, no worries. It's all for now. We're there inside.
Okay.
Yeah,
but,
man.
But yes, so just to circle back,
Yeah.
like, it is like, when you really deep it, like, personality, or who, you know, the ego, it's a form of a possession over the body. You know, it is preventing you from really seeing your true self, your soul, I should say, because you've already married yourself to an idea of who you think you are based off of this enclosure, you know, this box that society wants to put you in. But you're free as a bird. Like, who are you when you are, like, unmitigated freedom? Like, when you are truly, truly free.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Yeah.
You know, and once you recognize that in yourself, you will get a deeper understanding of who you are and what is going on in your life, as well as what this life is supposed to be. You know, from the movie The Matrix, and how the Oracle was talking to Neo, and basically, I'm gonna paraphrase, she said to Neo was that we're here in this world not to make decisions. The decisions has already been made. The choice has already been done.
Yeah.
We're just here to understand
why the choice has been made.
Why the choice has been. Why did we choose that choice?
Yeah.
And what we're supposed to kind of come out from it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, I know for, especially if you, like, it might be able to kind of help quell if you experience any anxiousness or anything like that, especially when it comes to decision making. I always would say to people, is always, you know, lead with love, and also lead with yourself in terms of your intuition and how you would want to move. Because at the end of the day, like, again, I could talk a lot about quantum physics and quantum entanglement.
Hey, we're not gonna go there. Hey!
Yes.
That's a hole.
It's definitely a deep hole. But to kind of summarize, what I would love to kind of discuss, which will be later in the future.
So before we leave, I want to drop this message to you guys. To acquire wisdom, you know we're all here to acquire wisdom, right? Wisdom is power. Knowledge is power. But to acquire wisdom, you need layers and layers and layers of understanding. You understand? So if you want wisdom, just learn how to understand. The more you understand, the more you gain wisdom. You understand? So that's the moral of the story. Understand to be very, very, very wise. If you want to be if you want to be wise, just learn how to understand, and everything will actually move exactly how it should. So yeah, man. Peace and love, guys. We'll catch you in the next episode.
Yep, yep.